Results Radio podcast. Now listen to a slice of wisdom, a concept, a sentiment, a theory, and maybe even a rant from one of your industry colleagues. For the record.
Hey, how are you? Carm Capriato here, and in just a minute, Jerry Holcom has some passionate words to say. Hey, have you been thinking about integrating digital vehicle inspections in your shop? Did you know that your competition is having the same thought and may already be implementing it? Look, change can be a challenge, but it doesn't have to be painful. FlexCheck Auto DVI software is designed to conform to your shop's philosophy. It's not only fully customizable to your shop's needs, but it's easy to use. FlexCheck Auto guides the technician through the inspection process one step at a time. And with the ability to take and send pictures and videos, your customer sees any vehicle issues with their own eyes, therefore including them in the repair process and boosting confidence in your shop. Now, this creates a consistent process, which in turn leads to higher average repair order and increased customer satisfaction. Isn't that what we're looking for? DVI is revolutionizing the auto care industry, so don't get left behind. Start your 30-day free trial today at FlexCheckAuto.com. So glad to have you here on the Aftermarket Super Learning Highway. Yes, people like you have made podcasting part of their learning curve. Find the talking points for this For the Record Opine with Jerry Holcom at remarkableresults.biz/F051. The views and opinions expressed are those of my guest and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the authors, sponsors, associates, or affiliates of LSTN Media, LLC. Now, Jerry Holcom from S&S Service Center in Kansas City, Missouri, is a co-founder of Vision and current president of the Midwest Auto Care Alliance. He wrote in his latest president's message about his concern for commitment and professionalism. When I read his article, I reached out to Jerry right away and asked him to share his feelings for this For the Record episode.
Hello, my name is Jerry Holcom. I own S&S Service Center in Kansas City, Missouri. I write a monthly message for the Midwest Auto Care Alliance, or MWACA, e-newsletter. The feedback from my most recent message was phenomenal, and several friends and peers, including several instructors, urged me to expand my audience. So Carm graciously said send him a For the Record recording and he'd put it on. The event that I wrote about was a TechNet Professional Auto Service meeting, but it could just as easily have been a Napa Auto Care, O'Reilly Certified Auto Repair, almost any training event, or even an association meeting. My advanced auto parts salesman had phoned me to invite me to a meeting where the most important elements of the TechNet program were going to be discussed. It was going to be held at a real nice event space and was going to be catered by one of the top barbecue restaurants in Kansas City. I accepted the invitation and assured the salesman that I'd be there. On the evening of the meeting, I cleaned up, left the shop right at closing time, got in the rush hour traffic heading toward the meeting, and still got there on time. When I arrived and went in, there were about 10 advanced representatives there, including a senior vice president from Raleigh that had flown in just for this meeting. There were no other shop owners or managers there at the time. I asked one of the reps how many were scheduled, and he told me around 50 had RSVP'd. In the next 15 minutes, 6 or 7 shop owners showed up, but that was about it for the night. The Advanced Auto Parts reps went ahead with their presentation, and when it was over, I went up to the reps and let them know how embarrassed I was for the poor turnout, especially since 50 so-called professionals had stated they'd be there, but for whatever reason, they didn't show, nor did they even call. My compliments go out to Advanced Auto Parts for professionally making the best of a really crappy situation. However, to those who confirmed, then didn't show, I say shame on you. I talk to a lot of people in this industry, and I would classify most of them as professionals. Yet there are still too many slobs that have no accountability, no professionalism, but still they bitch about all the problems they have day in and day out. What torques me even more happened on Facebook after my column was shared there. People in their private little anonymous internet world completely tripped over my original message and started posting comments such as, Advanced Auto Parts deserve to be stood up to get even for their terrible delivery service, or there are no good parts, or their prices are too high. Basically saying anything to actually avoid being accountable for what had been the real problem. I talked with several regional trainers about their experiences with no-shows after confirmation. They said the owners pay for the training, then they don't follow through and get the students to the classroom. It's very, very common. Come on, people. If you want to be considered a professional, then act like one. Be accountable for what you do and for what you say. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks for listening to For the Record from Remarkable Results Radio. Subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast listening app. Find all Remarkable Results podcast content at remarkableresults.biz. Remember, your learning curve never sounded so good.